Hey friends, welcome to the Cobb Kitchen. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new content. To start, you'll need a couple of pounds of cooked chicken. You can use a rotisserie chicken, you can boil some chicken. I baked this chicken. This was chicken tenders, and I seasoned it with salt, pepper, garlic, and Italian seasoning. Chicken loves Italian seasoning. And a couple of tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And the recipe calls for chicken broth, and I don't have any chicken base or chicken broth, so I'm just going to use this sauteed onion base and make kind of like an onion broth. See how that turns out. I also have just a regular onion. I'm going to dice up a can of cream of celery. You can use any kind of cream of if you don't like the cream of celery. A couple of tablespoons of butter. 2 crescent rolls, doesn't matter the brand, a bag of mixed veggies, some heavy whipping cream, and that is it, and your cast iron skillet. And I'm going to go ahead and get that butter melting, and we're going to make a onion gravy. Okay, let's get started. Alright, I got my 2 tablespoons of butter melted. Ooh, fogging up on me there. Now I'm going to add in my flour. Whisk that up. Okay, after your roux is cooked down a little bit, you'll add your broth. This is my onion broth. I made up a couple tablespoons of that onion base and a couple cups of water. And this will thicken after warming up for a few minutes. Then we will add some heavy whipping cream and the cream of celery. Give that a stir. I decided to omit the chopped up onion this time simply because instead of chicken broth, I'm using onion broth, so I didn't want it to be too overpowered with onion flavor. Alright, we're thickening up nice. And I added a little bit of that heavy whipping cream. Now we're going to add the cream of celery. Smelling so delicious right now. And then I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Okay, I added a bunch of pepper. You could add more or less. I like a lot of pepper in my food. I love the flavor of pepper. Now we're gonna add a smidge of salt. It'd be about a 1/4 teaspoon, not a whole lot. Add just a little bit of Italian seasoning. Italian seasoning goes good with poultry. Okay, our sauce gravy is done. I'm going to let this hang out for a minute, and then we're going to get our crescent roll crust in our cast iron skillet and get this filling put in there. Okay, we got our cast iron skillet here, and I'm going to grease it with some vegetable shortening. Okay, our pan's all greased up. Now we'll lay out the crescent rolls in the bottom. Okay, now I've got them laid out, and I'm just going to spread it out and try to make it all one piece. Okay, it's not perfect, but I got it spread out pretty good. Not a whole lot of open spaces. Looking good. Now we're going to get our filling ready and fill it up and then put a crescent roll sheet on top. Then we'll be ready to bake it. Okay, now I'm gonna add my mixed vegetables and the cooked chicken into my gravy mixture here. And this smells so good. I'm gonna stir it all up. This smells so good, you guys. It's gonna be delicious, I think. I may be doing this onion gravy instead of the chicken gravy from now on. You know, you can also make this and put it in a container for a freezer meal to have something cooked, you know, prepping for the week. It freezes well and cooks well from frozen. All spread out. Now we'll put the other crescent on top. Here's how it looks fresh out of the oven. We'll let it rest for a little bit before we cut into it. It looks delicious. After this is sat for about 10-15 minutes, I cut a slice out of it. It looks so delicious. So delicious, and it tastes amazing. This is everything I use for the cheesy beef pasta. To start, you'll need about 8 ounces of cooked egg noodles. I use about half of this bag, which is 16 ounces. About a pound of ground beef. This is about 3 pounds, and I'm just going to cook it up and then separate it when it's done. You'll need some Worcestershire sauce, some sour cream, a can of cream of mushroom with roasted garlic. This stuff is yummy. And I'm going to use some beef base and some sauteed onion base. And you'll also need about a cup of milk. And then I had Swiss cheese on hand, so that's what I'm going to use, but you could also use provolone or mozzarella. Thank y'all so much for watching. Now let's get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. I'll see you next time.